The starship Aurora's Pride had crash-landed on the desolate, violet-hued plains of Zephyr 9. Smoke hissed from its scorched hull, and the wind carried a strange metallic tang that made Captain Elias Rowan's head spin. He staggered from the wreckage, every step an effort, his suit torn and scorched. Elias, a veteran of countless interstellar conflicts, had faced dangers before: pirate raids, rogue AI uprisings, and hostile alien worlds. But this was different. Zephyr 9 was alive in a way he had never felt. The skies shifted colors like oil on water, and the plains seemed to pulse beneath his feet, as though the planet itself were breathing. He stumbled over a ridge and froze. A small figure was crouched by a crystalline pond, her reflection rippling in the alien water. She looked fragile, yet her eyes, luminous and golden, carried a wisdom and curiosity that struck him silent. "Are you lost too, Mr. Human?" the little alien girl asked, tilting her head. Her voice was soft, but carried an almost musical resonance. Elias blinked, unsure whether he was hallucinating from the crash or if this was real. I think I am," he admitted. "I don't even know if anyone will find me out here." The girl smiled faintly. "You won't be found by them," she said cryptically, "but maybe by me." Her words hung in the air, strange and alluring. Elias noticed her small frame tremble slightly, not from fear, but anticipation. The human part of him that had survived countless wars immediately kicked into protectiveness. What are you doing here alone?" he asked, his voice rough from dehydration. "I live here," she said simply. "Not like you humans, who travel from star to star. Zephyr 9 is my home. It takes care of me." Mostly, Elias studied her, realizing the girl was no ordinary child. Her skin shimmered faintly, reflecting the planet's violet light. Her hair floated as if underwater, and her fingers seemed delicate, tipped with tiny, crystal-like nails. She was a picture of otherworldly beauty, yet innocent, vulnerable. "You're alone?" he asked again, his military instincts ignoring caution. "Sometimes," she replied, shrugging. "But you are lost, yes?" Elias swallowed hard. Yes, he was lost. Lost in a world that defied his understanding of physics and biology. Lost in a universe that suddenly seemed infinite and unknowable. And yet, in her golden eyes, he saw a spark of hope he hadn't felt in years. I need help," he admitted. The girl's eyes brightened. She clapped her hands softly, and the ground beneath them shivered. From the crystalline pond, glowing tendrils of light rose, twisting into shapes, bridges, ladders, pathways. Elias realized she wasn't just a child. She was interacting with the planet itself. Zephyr 9 responded to her, obeyed her subtle commands. "You see," she said, "I can show you the way. But first," she reached out her small hand, "you must trust me." Elias hesitated. Trust, it was something he had learned to avoid in human conflicts. Yet, something about her made his hesitation feel trivial. He took her hand. The moment their fingers touched, Elias felt an electric warmth flow through him. The pain in his body eased, his exhaustion lifted, and his suit's minor damage began to seal itself, mending like the planet itself was healing him. Zephyr 9 was alive, and this little girl was its conduit. She led him across shifting plains, through forests of glass-like trees, and over hills that hummed with energy. Creatures of light like fireflies on steroids danced around them, observing but never threatening. Elias realized that nothing here was hostile, unless provoked. After hours of walking, they reached a plateau overlooking a massive valley. There, nestled among jagged rock formations, were remnants of other crash site ships, vehicles, even small settlements, all abandoned, all claimed by Zephyr 9. "You are not the first human here," the girl said softly, "but you might be the first to survive." Elias frowned. "Why? Why me?" "Because," she said, looking up at him with innocent wisdom, "humans are different. You don't just survive. You fight, you learn, you grow, and sometimes you change worlds." Her words struck him harder than any laser blast or plasma storm. In all his years, he had never heard a description of humanity so simple, yet so profound. And somehow, this child this being understood it. "Come," she said, stepping closer. "I will show you the heart of Zephyr. Only there can you truly leave if you choose to." They walked until the sun, or what he assumed was the sun, began to set, painting the sky in streaks of gold and indigo. At the center of a massive crater, the girl stopped. There, pulsating with radiant energy, was a sphere of light, the planet's consciousness. Perhaps, or its core. "This is it," she whispered. "This is Zephyr heart. If you wish to leave, you must understand it." Elias knelt, unsure of what to do. The sphere pulsed in rhythm with the little girl's heartbeat, and suddenly he understood. Zephyr 9 was not just a planet, it was a living entity, and it communicated not with words, but through empathy, courage, and intent. He reached out, and as his fingers brushed the sphere, he felt the planet's memories flow into him. Centuries of growth, destruction, survival, and care. He saw alien civilizations rise and fall, all under the watchful guidance of beings like this little girl. And he realized humans were not invaders here. Humans were potential, you see. She asked, smiling faintly. "You are part of this now, not lost, not alone." Elias swallowed hard, the weight of responsibility pressing on him. He looked at her, this tiny being who had led him through unknown dangers, healed him, and trusted him without hesitation. "What should I do now?" he asked quietly. "Live," she said simply. "Learn and remember. Humans can do things others cannot. You have hope. That is why you survive." In that moment, Elias understood. It wasn't just about survival. It was about growth, about teaching, about proving that humanity, fragile, flawed, yet unyielding, could leave a mark even on alien worlds. He smiled, a genuine, warm smile for the first time in years. "Thank you," he said. The little girl giggled, a sound like chimes in a gentle wind. "Now, go, Mr. Human, and don't be lost anymore." Elias stood, his body strong, his spirit renewed. He looked back at the girl, but she was already walking away, blending into the pulsating light of Zephyr IA-9.4. The first time, he didn't feel lost. Not on Zephyr 9, not in the universe. Humanity had a way of surviving, of adapting, and of inspiring. And if a small alien girl could recognize that, perhaps the universe would, too. He lifted his eyes to the violet skies, the stars now familiar instead of distant. With a deep breath, Captain Elias Rowan stepped forward. The adventure wasn't over. In fact, it was just beginning.